quiet. If it's new.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Minnesota Vikings. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, Cook. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
The tackle made.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On second down now, it's Cook. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
He was tackled.
One advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
10 at the 50-yard line.
On first down, Cook. The 20. yards. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll run with Cook. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Down right at the line.
Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
From the 4 now. Now leads the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, and a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
First carried out for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
The 22-yard line.
From the 22, Wilson got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
Wilson's pass.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Gain of 21 yards.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Vikings nothing. Austin.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
At the 26-yard line.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Seahawks 7, Vikings nothing.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run. Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll run. This is Allen. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
At the 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now Allen. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Brings up 4th down and goal.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Denzel Mims, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Vikings nothing. Austin Seibert set to
following the touchdown. Here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Brings up 2nd and 2.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to a knock?
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, he's got this one completed to Mims. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First down.
They run with Taylor. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we
we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. Third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They start the drive with a give to Allen. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left it no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Number 22.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Left side, it's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
To number 86.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They're trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And a great return as he's out close to the 40-yard line.
Hey, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Give to Kirk out of the gun. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Well, going for Jefferson downfield. And he'll be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Now it's Wilson. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Taylor. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
It's now fourth and goal.
Seibert's kick is good. And the round is on. It's 24-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Austin Seibert set to kick.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets them up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Brings up second and 2.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up third.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
First and 10 of the 20.
Play action fake. They'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
Just shy of the goal line. A gain of 5. Brings up second and goal.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16.
Vikings 8.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man, Wilson. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
A gain of 47 yards.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
At the 13-yard line.
Now Taylor. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jonathan Taylor. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
The score is Seahawks 31, Vikings 8.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They start the drive with Cook, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 15.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll set up to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
On the tackle. A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down, Seattle.
The give to Taylor. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
They'll run with Taylor. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
So after a run like that, I would guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
On second down, Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
3rd and 14.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Gun. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 31. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Taylor. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
37.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. 2nd and 4. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
The pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On third down, it's Cook. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
But it's 4th down.
Running for it, here's Cook. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. First and 10, Taylor now. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He's brought down at the 31. A 7-yard pickup.
They run once more with Taylor. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They run with Taylor. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Third down.
On third down, here's Taylor. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
Turnover on downs.
On first down, Cook. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That was good for 33 in the first. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run, Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. On second down, it's Cook. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be caught. It's an offensive final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. They'll try and throw for it. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game.
16.
Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away.